she definitely didn't tell me anything about menopause. Southern women don't talk about it in mixed company, much less to the children. Now, estrogen itself, we didn't appreciate that enough when we were producing it, like regular ladies. We just didn't appreciate it. We need to have some sort of departing estrogen ceremony personally amongst our women groups and our divine friends, because it's the unsung hero of so many things in our female bodies. What is a health concern for a woman over 50?
On the website cedars-sinai.org, they say, women and heart disease. Women's heart disease risk may increase once she reaches menopause, typically in her early 50s. Women have high levels of the hormone estrogen during their reproductive years, which provides some protection against heart disease. Estrogen levels drop significantly at menopause.
So let's talk about that. Menopause. Yep, my mom didn't prepare me for everything that was going to happen to me when I was a young girl, before I even started the special season we women go into. She didn't tell me anything. I went into it blindly. I had no idea. But she definitely didn't tell me anything about menopause. Southern women don't talk about it in mixed company, much less to the children, even though they should. So I've made it my life mission to educate my nieces and my sisters, kicking and screaming for them, about not only female health, but menopause, because it's been an eye-opening, awakening situation for me. So menopause itself is the year anniversary of the last time you bled. That's what menopause is. Everything leading up to it is peri, and everything after it is post. I was unaware that menopause was going to last for the rest of my life. Postmenopause is forever, ever. But as I've begun going through it, doing the hot flashes, nowhere near as severe now as they once were, the night sweats, the brain fog. Anyway, back to the wonderful world of menopause. So menopause, your estrogen production almost completely halts. Now, estrogen itself, we didn't appreciate that enough when we were producing it, like regular ladies. We just didn't appreciate it. It regulates so much more than our reproductive systems. Did you know that the reduction of menopause, or the reduction of estrogen, and menopause, postmenopause itself, leads a lot of women to think they're coming down with arthritis, because our joints begin hurting so badly. They get swollen and inflamed. I could swear I aged 10 years overnight and had developed arthritis in my hands. They would be crippled some mornings, and to open them after clutching a mouse at a computer all day long, honestly, I was having to pull my fingers back and across, etc. Once I realized that it was not arthritis, that it was inflammation in my joints that was brought on with post-menopause, the lack of estrogen production, but additionally I was now more sensitive to other inflammatory substances like processed foods. Sugar was a trigger. Alcohol was a trigger. Alcohol was a huge trigger for me, and sugar as well, for hot flashes. Now, I've basically been off sugar for decades. I'm human. Occasionally, I will have something that has sugar in it, within moderation. I've learned I don't even like the taste of sugar anymore, because it immediately triggers a severe round of hot flashes. Estrogen itself also contributes to the repair of broken muscles that you get when you use things you haven't used in a while, or you intentionally work out. So all of the normal workout routines I've been accustomed to that have added muscle and tone to continue support of my female body into my aging years, you have to adjust it when you stop producing as much menopause. Reason for that is you don't recover the same way, and your body will actually start packing on the pounds in menopause for no good reason other than everything is changing. So it is a kinder, gentler season of life for we women who do intentionally work out, because you no longer hit it like you're 20, 30, 40, and intentionally do the increased reps and weights so that you can fatigue the muscles. That's not the way you do it in menopause. There is a woman, Paula B, with the 5-0 method, Get Your Goal. I'll link some videos that you need to go check out. She's got it. She's got it. And if you need to have a quick running start on how to address your female health and fitness, weight reduction, the key elements that we needed our entire life, but we were too busy raising kids, having careers, jet setting all around the world as a single child-free woman, etc., to really give your body the rest it needs, or the hydration, etc. It doesn't have to be 8 hours sleep. I can't sleep 8 damn hours, but I can rest for at least that long and probably get a deeper 5 to 6 hours sleep, because I have allowed my body to rest and relax, my mind decompress. So estrogen, we need to have some sort of departing estrogen ceremony personally amongst our women groups and our divine friends, because it's the unsung hero of so many things in our female bodies, and it is on the way out. Now, we don't 100% stop producing it. I was lucky enough that my doctors allowed me to stay on birth control pills that had just a dash of estrogen in it until I turned 50. But at that point, they refused to give any more prescriptions because of the pre-existing conditions like type 2 diabetes, a smoking history, etc. I was at too much of a risk for developing heart disease and cancers and stuff. So out went the birth control pills, and the hot flashes started within 24 hours, and they were fierce. So menopause is something that, as my dad would say, we can all bitch bond over. It is nothing to be embarrassed about. Find the humor in everything. Things don't happen to us, they happen for us, and it's really hard to remember that when you're in the middle of a hot flash and you can't remember where you parked your car or why you walked into a room. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I've excluded you on that, but you know, you didn't get to go through childbirth either, and God, you never had to have menstrual cramps or anything like that, so I'm not sorry. I'm off to see my mom. She's in a nursing home, and she's having a rough time of it, so I'm going to go spend some time with her. I'll be back to y'all soon.